What is up guys, welcome back to Lunatic Studio, your go-to channel for all things tech, and once again we have another Switch review. Akko sent out their newly released Switches on the market today, the Akko Dracula. And as always, like all my reviews, I am always going to give you my honest thoughts and opinion about every product. Now these switches are equipped with new materials and new techniques that solve some of the problems that keyboard enthusiasts have on their builds, and I'm very excited to share that with you all. We are going to talk about the specs on paper, the build quality, and also the typing experience and the sound quality. Can't forget about that. So let's get into it. Okay, so these switches are 5-pin linear switches with new and different materials used. Akko decided to try out the POK or polyketone, and this is the first time Akko has used this kind of plastic on one of their Switch products. And FYI, POK is considered one of the smoothest material for a keyboard switch because of its low friction characteristics, and it's also a lot stronger than palm. POK has a higher impact strength, which gives this a rather great resistance to wear and tear and will last you a very long time. But POK material may change or lose its original color over time, so Akko decided to go with black and a darker shade of red to combat this issue. Very smart. So the top housing is made out of POK material we just mentioned earlier, as well as the stem. The bottom housing is made out of PA nylon 6, and the spring is a single stage with a length of 22mm, pre-travel of 2mm, and a total travel of 3.8mm. The top housing also has this LED condenser that comes in really close to the LED bulb on the PCB, and it also comes off easily should you wish to remove it, but I highly suggest keeping it on as it makes the RGB underglow soft looking, and it also dispenses the light uniformly and brightly. It also has a very generous lube job on the stem and the rails on the bottom house, giving the Switch a smoother typing sound and experience out of the box. The bottom housing has this little hole where the pole of the stem travels to release pressure and to avoid pressure buildup, giving it a smooth keystroke all the way down. Not that switches are airtight to create pressure inside, it's there to help it release air, providing smooth typing experience. I am mounting these switches on the Monster M1 V3, which I will be doing a separate review, bit of a teaser for you there. Anyways, this is how Akko Dracula switches sound. So the typing experience was really smooth. Typing on this feels very light and comfortable thanks to the light actuation force needed. The sound is also not that deep, and it's also not that thin. I'd say it's like a really low dampened thox that touches the mids slightly. It's kinda muted, slightly muted on the bottom and top, making it sound deep but with a light bit of mids. It's like typing on a graham cracker, if you know what I mean. It's just really good. Did it improve the underglow with the LED condenser? Looked like it. The underglow was a little bit but noticeably brighter than without the LED condenser, and the light had a better glow distribution than without the condenser. These switches cost around $15 or 850 Philippine peso per 45 pieces per box. Personally, I think that still falls to the budget category of switches because this switch is just so darn good. As always, link for the source in the description down below. If you're building a keyboard and you want to venture into some new materials that are new to the market, smooth feeling and a good sounding thox, and also a much better looking RGB glow that you plan on having for a long time, this is it. You know, when Akko named this Dracula, it now makes a lot of sense because of the POK material lasting a very long time and all of that. Well played, Akko, well played. If you enjoyed this video, give it some love, comment down below on what switches you want to see next, and I'll try to get my hands on them. Subscribe to see more contents or reviews like this, and as always, peace.